Hello, collective. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance, as always, my sweets. Thank you for being here. Let's go ahead and dive into the message. So, I was getting this very odd message. Well, I guess it's not so odd, but I kept hearing that song. I don't even know the song. I've just heard it in as I'm scrolling through reels and shorts and stuff like that. It's that my best friend. That song, and I kept hearing just that part of it, repeating over and over and over again in my head. And there is something going on here with a person who is either wanting to be your friend or calling themselves your friend, like a really close friend to you. Your spirit guides are just wanting you to know this person's intentions. Your spirit guides aren't here saying that this person necessarily has negative or ill or evil intentions towards you. They just don't have your best and highest intentions. It's kind of giving me a sense of they don't necessarily want to see you lose or fail or get hurt or crash or anything like that. But they don't really want, they're having some insecurities triggered inside of them because they don't really want to see or hear that you're doing better than them. And I really feel like underneath it all, what it is that they just want to be doing better. That's the insecurity, is they want to be doing better. They perceive that you are doing better. I mean, and you might be in the state where you're like, I mean, my life's not terrible, but it's not something to envy, or it's not something to have an issue or have your insecurities being triggered over. But, we can't always control what's going on with other people. Excuse me, I just got really thirsty. Yeah, it's weirdness happening here, okay? So like I said, this person is somebody very close to you, somebody that you've had a very you might even consider this person family. You might call them your sister or your brother, somebody that's really, really close to you. I definitely feel I feel like they're a part of your soul family. I don't feel like this person is a karmic energy, but I do feel like there is a karmic lesson here. There is a lesson here that this person is not letting go of and they're not quite learning. It's something that they need to heal inside of themselves, okay? There's something this person really needs to heal inside of themselves, that I feel like they are close to achieving that. Right? They are close to achieving that, but this is really about their self-confidence, right? This is really about their self-confidence. This is really about their own energy. It really doesn't have anything to do with you, but for some reason, they are really associating their insecurities within you. This could be some kind of self-saboteur energy that this person has. Okay, this could be a person that comes very quickly in and out of your life. It could be a person that comes to get a lot of advice from you. I feel like they're a very kind of passionate person, but I don't feel like they're very grounded, in the sense that they're not very grounded in self-confidence and who they are as a person. It kind of makes them feel some certain type of way that you have confidence. It's kind of like this, you're shining, and it's not necessarily that they want you to dim yourself. It's just that they wish they shined as brightly as you did, right? So it's kind of something similar to that. Yeah, and there's some kind of energy that's gaining momentum here. There's some kind of tower energy that might happen between you and this person, because I feel like the energy of this past full moon that we just went through definitely is encouraging this person to release and have faith in themselves, right? It's bringing a new romantic cycle in. It's bringing a lot of prosperity ahead for you, because you are doing things like stepping out of your comfort zone, pushing yourself, stepping into your destiny, stepping into your life purpose. And that makes this person feel a certain type of way. Like I said, they don't necessarily, I'm hearing they don't want to get left behind. They don't want to get left behind. So they don't, like I said, they don't want to see you doing bad. They just want to be doing as good as you are. And like Spirit said, that doesn't necessarily, it's not like they're wishing ill will on you. It is inspiring some insecurities, and it is inspiring some kind of instability within this person believing in themselves and having faith in themselves, right? Yeah, this person also is a person that really considers you a very lucky person. They consider, yeah, and I just heard some of your spirit guides say it's not luck, right? Like, you're following your destiny, you're stepping out of your comfort zone, you're embracing your towers, you're learning your lessons, right? It's not necessarily luck. It's because it's part of your destiny to be walking down this path. Exactly. And what did I say? Balance, spirituality, and practice. This person needs some balance inside of their lives. And I feel like being in your presence, I feel like you're a mirror to this person, and I feel like your presence really points out where this person feels like they're kind of lacking. A new romantic cycle begins. There is something here about romance or love too. There could be something here about this person is jealous of a romance, or how if you're not like, or of a relationship that you're in, or a relationship that's brewing or coming for you. The anticipation, I feel sometimes inside this person feels like you're either already in a relationship, you're married and you're happy, and that gives this person some kind of insecurities because they're single, or because they're not happy, really happy in their marriage or happy in their relationships. But I also think there is a possibility that you both could be single, is what Spirit's saying. But I feel like this person has this feeling that they know it's part of your destiny to really have a really healthy, happy relationship. And it could be because they really see you working on yourself. They see you shining. They see you stepping into your destiny. And they have this fear inside of themselves that they won't have that they won't ever feel that. That it's like, well, I won't. They almost feel like it's not their like, they're feeling very insecure because they're identifying the fact that the two of you have different destinies. Yeah, that just came out. Oh, this. What do you need to release? Came right back out, and take time to breathe out. Yeah, this person needs to kind of chill and relax a little bit, like. And like I said, it's not like this person doesn't want to see you have that, but they definitely feel some insecurities about the fact that they feel like they won't. They feel like they won't have it. It's time to take action. This person feels their spirit guides, or feels, yeah. And Spirit is saying that if you and this person are not together right now, that this person could be trying to come back into your life. And they really want to come back into your life. I just heard the word leech. So it's like they kind of like, wow, my life is so much better when that person is in my life. I'm so much healthier. I'm so much, a little bit of, let me come back close to them, because a little bit of their luck might kind of, like rub off on me, and maybe I'll get what I want. Maybe I'll start chasing my dreams. Maybe I'll start being given what I really want from the universe. Because again, they need to heal. Came right back out, right? They and you need to heal. I feel like you are healing, and there's something inside of them that needs to heal, that's causing a kind of, Spirit wants to call it like a little baby block. It's like a little rift in your connection with this person, and your friendship with this person, or how the two of you like really relate to each other, or how like it's like it's like this little thing is stopping this person from really being like a really true, like loving and accepting friend to you. Or accepting family member. I'm definitely getting friends and family. Sick. Someone is sick. Protect yourself. Okay. So this person could actually literally be sick right now. This person could be being shown like that they're this. Okay. Yeah. Sick as in ego. They definitely could be going through an ego death right now. And so the symptoms of that could, as they are filtering out things, as things are coming up to their surface to be healed, they're realizing this about you and your relationship. There's kind of like this realization with them that they've always kind of been at least like a little bit jealous or envious of your energy, of who you are, of what you've always represented to them. Whoa. Yeah. Movement and betrayal came out both in reverse. Okay. So this person, like I said, this person doesn't necessarily want to betray you, and they don't feel like your movement is a betrayal necessarily. It just makes them feel a type of way, right? Which is why Spirit say it's kind of complicated. It's not necessarily like you would call this person an enemy or a frenemy, or like they want to see your downfall. They don't. But you succeeding does make them feel a type of way, and they look at their life and they really don't see as much movement. They don't see as much movement as they see in your life. They don't see themselves progressing in the way that they see you progressing. And they are trying to build themselves though, but they also see you building themselves. They are trying to overcome this. This is something that this person has become conscious of within themselves. And it is something that I feel like they recognize this as a sickness, right? Within themselves. They recognize this as a part of themselves that needs to heal, right? They recognize that. So that's why Spirit said they're not completely unawakened, but some of their ego is still holding on, and they're realizing that perhaps maybe some of their actions, or some of their choices, or some of the way that they used to treat you, or the way that they used to think about you, they're kind of looking at themselves and being like, this is an issue, like this is kind of an issue within me. Like I really need to work on this. Transform, right? So this person is going through an ego death. They are going through this transformation. But there is still this lesson for them to learn here. There is still this energy here of them kind of being like, oh, yeah, move on. They're realizing that either they're getting the feeling that your relationship is coming to a close, like the type of relationship that you used to have in the past is coming to a close. They're realizing that your relationship will never be the same that it is, and they're trying to work, they're trying to figure out whether or not they really want to actually really have a relationship with you, or whether or not they're realizing, like, I don't want to have ill intentions. I don't want there to be beef between me and this person. I want to squash any of that. I don't want to have any bad or ill intentions towards them. But I haven't quite decided whether or not the healthiest thing is to continue to have them in my life. And again, ego. There's something here about their pride and their confidence. Yeah. Yeah, there definitely is some jealous energy here that I feel like is going to resurface in this person, especially if you're in the middle of going through a glow up, or if I really feel like collective, you're in the middle of receiving a blessing, or somebody in between these two people is in the middle of receiving a very big blessing. One of them is receiving a lesson, one of them is receiving a blessing. And I feel like, I'm not even going to joke, I feel like spirit is using the one who's getting a blessing to teach this person a lesson. And not in the sense of, see, you treated this person like dirt and now they're prospering in their life, that's what you get. It's not like that. It's to teach this person that when they are faced with the fact that they have a friend or they have a family member that's, there is this jealousy that arises within them, and they are at least awakened enough on their journey to realize, like, wow, I need to work on this. I need to heal this, And it's like, maybe they've been working on it, but there is going to be a new level of glow up, or a new level of blow up, or a new level of something, and it could be getting into a relationship. It could be stepping into the life purpose. It could be, I don't know what it is exactly for you collective. And I feel like it'll look different for all of you, but there is going to be this kind of, I don't necessarily want to call it a test, but there is going to be this very much so where, like, this person is very much so going to be faced with the fact that they do have jealousy towards you. They need to face it. They need to, in the sense, own it, like face it, own it, so that they can heal it, right? So they can allow themselves to, because I really feel like for a long time, this person was like, I'm not jealous of that person. Why would I be jealous of that person? I'm not jealous of that person. I don't, oh, they got that. That's cool. Oh, they're going to school. That's cool. Oh, they got a job or they got a house. That's cool. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. But they're realizing that they're like, oh, there is some jealousy underneath that. There is something that I need to heal, because I shouldn't feel this way. I should genuinely be able to feel happy, like all the way down into my soul, for the people around me, for the people that I say that I love prospering. But there is this sense of jealousy, and underneath the jealousy, this person is connecting that to insecurity within themselves, like, oh, I'm really getting it. I'm starting to get it. I'm jealous because actually I feel like there's something inside of me that I need to change. It's not that that person feels this way. I feel like in the past, this person did a lot of projecting, right? Like, their issues were other people's issues. It wasn't because I was jealous of you. It's because you said this, or you did this, or you acted like that, or you had this, and I just don't agree with that. Or, you do that, and that's just not right. And they're realizing that it's really not about the other person, that was just kind of on the surface. That was a mask that their emotions were wearing to hide. Underneath that was jealousy. And underneath that jealousy is their own insecurities, right? They're really starting to, like, trace that back, right? And that's growth. So kudos to this person for realizing this within themselves and going through that growth, right? Positive, I'm not going to tear this person down, because that's positive forward movement, right? At least emotionally. Yeah, meditate, think on this more. This person is trying to find, they're realizing, I need to take action. Exactly. Adjustments are required, right? Adjustments are required. This person could be a Capricorn. here. That could be a Scorpio, or they could be going through a transformation, realizing that they need to release this negativity within them. It's a time for healing now within them, right? And they're realizing conclusions, like it's really kind of starting to make sense. How I just kind of linked it back. It's really starting to really show up in this person's mind. They're like, oh, okay. It's not really about them. It's about me. And it's not necessarily about tearing myself down. It's about supporting myself, but understanding this is a negative thing within myself that I need to release, that I need to let go of, right? I've been working very hard, but, you know, other people's success is not like, it's not proof that I'm not good enough. Something like that. Like they're realizing that they've been made to feel like they're not good enough, and that's not really the other person or other people's like position. That's not their fault. Focus on family. This person could be with this, like I said, this person could be focusing on how they felt like they were really misguided by their family and the way they were raised to think about themselves. I'm hearing Pinnacle. So I'm hearing Pinnacle like as in my Astro Star Codes deck, where we have that Pinnacle card. What is it? The Midhaven card. Midhaven Pinnacle card. And that card is about realizing that you bring your own autonomy and your own authority back within yourself. It's not about like how you it's about looking back on the way that you were raised to see yourself as successful, or how you define success, redefining how you define success. Don't define your success by comparing yourself to other people, or how your family taught you to, how your past taught you, right? It's about teaching yourself to be your own competition and not really comparing yourself to other people. I'm seeing the Five of Swords. Okay. Yeah, exactly. This is a karmic lesson for this person. Um, it's a part of a karmic process for this person, right? And they are learning the lesson, right? They are learning this lesson. Exactly. They're realizing devil energy. This is something inside of them that needs to heal, right? This is a darkness inside of them. It causes confusion, it causes pain, it causes chaos in their life. And they're like, I got to get rid of this. And I definitely feel like they have been learning, they have been healing it. This is just a different part of it, a different part of their healing process that they're coming to the realization. And really, I really feel like spirit is using you to be like this person's karmic lesson in that sense. Okay, it almost flipped. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So this person definitely feels a little bit left out of the balance. They definitely feel a little bit, they don't feel this sense of home within themselves, or this sense of purpose within themselves. They feel this imbalance, and it's really starting to get on their nerves. They're like, okay, seriously, like, what is it they're stopping looking at what's happening externally in their life as their source of imbalance, and starting to look inward and realizing that their own emotions and their reaction, not responding, and their internal programming is really, it's not my exterior is informing my interior. It's my interior is informing the way that I process my exterior, right? It's like this switch for them that's really starting to like click, like, oh shit. And within that, they're bringing back their authority and their power within themselves, right? It's not about how that person acts and it makes me act this way. And it's not about how what that person has and that makes me feel this way. No. Right? It's about how I feel. Regardless of what other people are doing or saying or feeling, they're finding peace and bringing it into themselves, right? Yeah. They are in the process now of really, cleaving. They're showing me somebody like with a big like knife, like snap, like cutting these ties within themselves, cutting, mentally reprogramming themselves. Yeah. And they're really like, my happiness. I'm building up to my happiness. That is my, that's really, yeah. Yeah, their mind here, the King of Swords here, their mind is changing. How they think about themselves and how they process and what they feel is their truth is changing. They are definitely going through a very mental ego death right now, which it's interesting that I said mental ego death. I guess we can go through a physical ego death as well. But yeah, they're really trying to transform and move on to their victory here, right? They're really trying to transform and move on, and realizing that this new thought process that they're going to have is where their victory is where their justice is. Like I said, they are trying to find this balance, and they are trying to do that through I feel like your friendship with this person is changing them and it's evolving them, and it's your relationship with this person is actually being a really big trigger to their own spiritual evolution. And of course, at the end of the day, they're the one doing the internal work, but you being there and their experiences that they've been having with you, they're really realizing like, snap, like this person has been, it's a karmic lesson. They're a mirror. They're they're here. They're actually here to help me. They're not here to inspire jealousy within me. They're not here to point out my own insecurities. That's my own issue. That's my own problem. You know, um, I really feel like this person is spending a lot more time emotionally developing themselves, but they're keeping it to themselves. They're keeping a lot more of their emotions and that to themselves, which is more the king of cups energy, where it's like, I feel the way that I feel, but I'm learning necessarily, yeah, this king of cups is giving me, I'm responding, not reacting energy. And it's giving me like, I don't have to speak on every single little emotion that I have, because when I take the time to turn inward and I take the time to acknowledge my own emotion, I don't have to go around screaming my emotions out at everybody else. Like, acknowledge how I feel, acknowledge how I feel, acknowledge how I feel. They're realizing it's not about other people acknowledging how they feel. It's about them turning inward and acknowledging themselves. Like, you feel like that. You feel like this. You feel anger, and that's okay. You feel this, and this is why. It's okay. You don't have to go around screaming those emotions out to everybody else because you're ignoring it internally yourself, right? And again, it's that projection energy. Like, my problems were always everybody else, and the way they treated me, the way they looked at me, the way that they acted towards me. That's my problem. If I, that's my problem. And this person could be a person that switches around their environment a lot. They hang, first they'll be hanging around this type of people, and then they'll be like, no, and they'll hang around this type of people, and they'll be like, no, and it must be this job, it must be my boss, no, and and I go to this next place, and I have, it's like finding that issue. It's like that person that finds that issue with every single boss that they have, or every single person that they deal with. There's an issue within that person, and it's like, at some point we have to realize that we are informing the people that we attract into our lives, and the people and what we look for in other people says more about what we're looking for within ourselves, more so than what we want in partners or what we want in friends, right? Yeah, it's that switch, it's that mental switch of going through your spiritual awakening, of realizing that, bring back your own autonomy, bring back your own authority within yourself, right? Stop making it about other people and make it about yourself in a healthy way, right? Yeah. This could come out in a form of like hyper. I was just having this like conversation with my spirit guides about this, about how people usually respond to this type of abandonment or trauma in two ways, right? You can have a hyper fixation, you can have really unhealthy like attachment styles, in the sense that you can like overly cling, and you can look for what you didn't receive, the love you didn't receive, the attention that you didn't receive in other people, right? And you can cling on and say, hey, I didn't get this attention that I needed from my mom or from my dad or from my family or from my past lovers, so I need to look for that I'm missing within you, right? Or you can have the opposite reaction, which is just as unhealthy, which is hyper individuality, right? Hyper independence. No, I don't need anybody, I don't want anybody, I don't let anybody in, no. Everybody else starts to just seem like, well, what can I get from you? What can you do for me? How can you, it's the kind of same energy, though. It just manifests in different ways and in different actions within people. And I feel like this person is on the hyper independent side, in the sense that it was like, yeah, there's a sense here of a hyper independence, and then there is also a sense here of always saying that it's always in the external factors that are causing my imbalance. When really, it has nothing to do with the external imbalance that's happening around them, because the external imbalance that's happening around them is just reflecting their internal balance that spirit is asking them to, their internal imbalance, excuse me, that spirit is asking them to balance out. Okay, they don't want these anymore. Yeah, exactly. But Queen of Pentacles, stay, ground yourself in your truth and your energy, right? Claim your own heartbreak, yes, but also realize how you're playing a part in everything that's happening around you. It is a part of our awakening that we are all asked to do, right? That we are all asked to do, 100%. And sometimes people can call that like a victim blaming, but the sense of the matter is I'm saying that when it comes to those type of imbalanced or, even more toxic, like abusive relationships, manipulative or abusive relationships, or whatever level they're abusive, it's us allowing those people, of course, unless we're children and we have no choice but to be around those people, right? But once you're an adult and you still allow people to be in your life, it says more about what you need to heal inside of you than it says more about that person. Us trying to wait for that person to decide to treat us like a decent person and to be a decent person says more about us than it does that person. That person's just, they are acting on their own trauma and their own issues. And I'm not trying to excuse anybody acting, a certain type of way or abusing people. But as part of the process, we have to realize, wow, this person isn't healthy for me. And two, there is something unhealthy inside of me because I'm continuing to allow this person around me. It's a part of our healing, right? It is a part of our healing, and it's never going to change that, right? Placing all the blame on the other person is never, you're just going to walk straight into the next relationship. It's going to treat you exactly the same, right? Because you are neglecting a whole part of the relationship between you and that person. Teacher. So definitely feel like you are a teacher to this person. Going back to what we were really talking about here. And that's all just like, philosophizing and, breaking down other stuff in the background, right? Let's go back. Okay. Spirit wanted me to pull some okay. So I want to see how this person, what kind of energy is this person embodying about this relationship, about how they see you, and about how you really are currently right now. Okay, so currently right now, how does this person see this relationship, Spirit? How does this, what energy, is this person embodying about this relationship with my collective? Oh my goodness, that is a lot. They feel a lot. You see this? Do you see this? The stack here? Wait. No. Yes, no. Okay. Spirit said, okay, well, I guess we can take it down to 3. Okay. Okay. And how does this person view my collective? How does this person view the person that my collective is? In their eyes, who is my collective to this person? Okay. Ooh, interesting energy here. Yeah, I definitely feel the kind of like half learned the lesson, half not learning the lesson kind of energy that this person kind of has. Or it's kind of very complicated. It is very complicated. Okay, and Spirit is saying that these 2 cards over here are what, Spirit? How you view the relationship. How you view the relationship with this person. And let's ask Spirit one last question, which is, what is the actual truth outside of these people's both beliefs? What's the actual truth of this relationship? Is that all? What's the actual truth of this relationship? Wow. Okay. What's the actual... That's all. Okay. There is a sense here that I saw the bully card. There is a sense here in the past this person might have really kind of viewed you as a bully, or you might have viewed this person as a bully. In a way, you could maybe admit that the 2 of you used to kind of bully or not be like the best or highest vibrational to each other. So that energy. So how is this person viewing this relationship? Wow. Okay. Interesting. So gossip. Awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. So, they want me to read the shadow too. Thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidence. There was I do feel like there was this sense of betrayal in the past between you and this person. They could view you as betraying their confidence, talking about things that they don't feel like it was your business to talk about, or feeling like you shouldn't have talked about things. I definitely feel like you feel like this person probably talked about things they shouldn't. I feel like the two of you might have both equally divulge each other's secrets or something in the sense of that way, or there definitely was some kind of toxic exchange here between you and this person. However, I do think that this person has come back closer to the light side of the gossip that was happening here now currently in this relationship. Awakens the consideration of people's feelings. Yeah, so this definitely has been a karmic situation here between you and this person, of awakening, your own actions, how you handle like a breakup or a split in friendship. It could have enlightened you a lot about yourself. It's very informative how not only our relationship, but how we end relationships, or how we act post relationships, or how we act when things aren't all buddy buddy and goody goody, is just as informative to us as when everything is good, right? Everything is good. It's the bad and the good between the both of you. Ooh, vampire. So I definitely feel like this person could have thought that two of you were definitely too codependent on each other in the past. Or I really definitely feel like this person feels like this relationship is highlighting a lot of the codependencies they have within themselves, and also the codependencies that you have within yourself. And really specifically, yeah, this person, it's kind of almost like this relationship between you and this person is really, it's kind of like a, what's the word that you want? Microcosm? Am I using that word correctly? I'm not sure. That's the word that Spirit is using. Of kind of how your little mini interpersonal relationship between each other really reflects and represents how the both of you act in all your relationships, right? Like it's like our own little mini world that really kind of like highlights all the problems, all the positivity, and all the negativity of that is represented in your character and how you relate to everyone in your life. Wow. Yeah, it's time to wake up. Sorry about that. 32:32 down on the clock right when I paused it. I definitely feel like this person feels like there's like a same, marrying kind of energy between the two of you. I feel like you both, this person feels like you're both learning the same lesson from each other. But I'm going to go ahead and read this card though. Makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Yeah. I also feel like you made each other very aware of some other relationships that were very negative in your life. I feel like in the past you could have also possibly trauma bonded with this person. The two of you might have grown up in similar situations. You might have dealt with similar types of abuse or types of developmental trauma in similar ways. I just feel like you might have dealt with that trauma in very opposite ways. I feel like you two could have both very much so dealt with the same type of situations and relationships in your past. And I feel like while this other person feels like they handled it with hyper independence, it feels like possibly you collective could have handled it with the other side, where you had these unhealthy, like overly attachment styles. But you can always flip and flop the energy as it really relates to you. Like, right? Let the energy flow as it does for you. Shadow attributes: depleting others for your psychic survival. Not chaotic, but it is chronic complaining and codependency. So like I said, I definitely feel like you and this person felt like like this relationship highlighted the things inside of both of you that you both needed to heal. Not only in your relationship with each other, but like I said earlier, with your relationships with all people. Wow. And again, absolutely exorcist, right? freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So I definitely feel like this person, in the end, this person feels like this was a very tumultuous but very important relationship between the two of you. I feel like they were very, it's like when things were good, they were really good, but when things were low, they were really bad. And that kind of imbalance there really highlighted the need for both of you to balance and heal those things with inside both of you. Shadow attribute, fear of facing your own demons. Exactly. Right? Exactly. Exactly everything we've been saying, right? Exactly everything we've been saying. Spirit wants me to show you this card because you might have some kind of visual significance or signs inside this card, okay? So they wanted me to show it. That's significant for somebody. Here. Yeah, something about feathers too. There's something really significant here about the feathers, about cleansing. It's reminding me of like smudging, cleansing, you know, like, and using the feather to like wave the smoke around, or like, you know, change around the energy flow. Yeah, this relationship changed both of your lives permanently. And I just heard Spirit say it always does. So definitely the two of you definitely could be linked together, where you come together as some kind of soul family or soulmates. Like I said in the beginning with that 10 of Cups, where you come into each other's lives every time to awaken and teach and, you know, aliven each other. Okay. So how does this person view you? Right? That's what this was, right? How does this person view you? So I have guide here. Definitely. I definitely feel like I said, I feel like this person, you really, and then like I said, I kept getting like that hermit, like turn inside, look inside, and then look. They have the owl spirit there, and then they also have the light here that definitely makes me feel. This imagery reminds me of the hermit card. I'm sorry, I'm just getting all kind of like, oh, I feel like this person in the past had a really hard time because they had that issue with projection. They have a really hard time now kind of realizing like, wow, like this person has a very significant spiritual, emotional purpose in my life. And I feel like this person feels a complicated way because it's kind of almost like I said, Spirit used you as this person's trigger. They used you as that. And because of that, that might have manifested in some type of betrayal or lying or arguing, or even something similar to like a manipulation or like I don't want to say like abuse, you know, like not like this person was like hitting you or beating you or anything like that, right? No, like, or really trying to hurt you or manipulate you, no. But it definitely could have came out and it's kind of like arguments or just kind of like throwing shots at each other or things like that. Light attribute represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Yeah. So there is this sense that this person sees the divine plan through you. And through you seeing your divine plan, this person is in turn seeing that, oh wow, I too have a divine purpose. I too have a divine path. I too have, it's them awakening to something a little bit deeper, a little bit different about their purpose, maybe perhaps very differently than they ever saw themselves being. Shadow attributes, places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. This person, but if I feel like this person feels like your spiritual guidance comes at a heavy cost. That's what I want to say with that. I feel like this, yeah, they feel like it's a heavy price to pay to receive the spiritual enlightenment that they did because they went through a lot emotionally from this relationship, from this friendship, or, you know, whatever the type of relationship was between you and this person. Yeah. Also, if you get money from like giving your spiritual insights, this person might feel a certain type of way about it. They might feel like that's kind of wrong, or it should, or maybe you should do it in a certain different way. They're saying they're working on it. They're working on it. It's a different part of them realizing that they have their own insecurities about it. But that kind of is there. Hold on just one second. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry about that. Continuing. Thief. Okay, thief is the other energy. So let's tap into this. For some of y'all, this person is like, you stole my heart. You see how that person has the heart inside? They're like, you stole my heart. For some of you, this person might be realizing that they have feelings that are deeper than friendship for you. There is this really deep eternal love that this person has, like really deep within them for you. This person could be acknowledging that in the past, if this person is a person that believes in past lives, they believe in, soulmates, the fact that you guys have been in each other's lives, they could be balancing out the difference here, because in this life, the two of you might have manifested as friends. But in past lives, the two of you might have manifested as lovers. And so this person is kind of being like, they feel a certain type of way about it. Like they're just like, why do I have this kind of like romantic love energy for this person? Because they're like, I don't like, do I love them? Do I like romantically love them? Like, this is such a deep connection that I feel here with this person. Like, and I feel like their brain could be having a hard time processing the fact that in the past they felt this deep romantic love or even like sexual attraction to you. And that could be kind of, or they could just be realizing like, hey, maybe there's something deeper happening here between me and this person in their own mind, regardless of how you feel about it, right? Which could be another reason why they have such complicated feelings about you. I feel like for some of them, and I'm not trying to be hurtful when I say this, but for some of them, they don't want to like you in the way that they like you. There's this kind of feeling of like, I shouldn't like this person the way that I like them, or I shouldn't want to be with them, or I shouldn't want to be romantically involved with them. I'm hearing attachment style. So this could be also a part of their attachment style. This could be a part of them healing this attachment style. Their brain could be kind of being like, do I love this person? Is that what it is? Am I actually in love with this person? Because they've been so hyper independent, they're kind of like, is it love? Is that why I feel so attached to this person? Like, what is it? Okay. Light attribute, shed lights on the potential wealth within that can never be stolen. So I definitely feel like you are teaching in your self-love journey, in standing in your truth and standing in your self-love, you are teaching this person to have a lot more wealth and love for themselves. In you standing up and doing that, this person could have had a very nasty reaction to you standing up and finding yourself and finding your wealth and walking, knowing your worth and walking your path. And they could have had a very big reaction of, I'm not doing that. I don't feel that way. Things don't feel like they're just aligning for me. That's bullshit, and they could have had that kind of reaction. But they are in the process now of realizing that, again, like I said, that was a mirror. You were a mirror to this person. You showed, you held up their own insecurities to themselves. And you held up a lack energy that this person felt about themselves. And I'm also getting that there could be a swap. There could have been a swap in energy. Like you collective at some point in your life could have felt like this person. You could have been a little bit jealous or envious of this person's life. And then maybe perhaps you started going on your spiritual journey and you started glowing up and you started finding your truth and you started walking and, and being like, wow, I'm developing all this and I'm doing this and I'm going here and I'm experiencing this. It's so amazing. Isn't it amazing? And then this person was like, that's never been our dynamic. It's always been the opposite. Like, but like I said, it's complicated. It's complicated. Shadow attributes, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or others' powers you think you lack. So I definitely feel like this person could have that could have been this betrayal energy where this person is like, wow, I really projected a lot of my own issues onto this person. And this person might have done some things. That might be why the two of you are separated now. This person might have said some things, or they might have really done some things, or they could be kind of reflecting on some of the things that they said and that they did, that they casted out towards you. This person could have been casting out the evil eye on you. This person could have been straight up trying to copy you or trying to work, to actively tear you down in the past. And I definitely feel like this person is in the process of spirit keeps saying, I'm working on them. I'm working on them. They're working this kind of energy out of this person. And they're also working on them in the sense of holding up their actions. And as they're healing, and as they're healing themselves, and as they're kind of looking at themselves, and as they're realizing what's going on, they're like, wow, I really call this person a thief. I really call this, but really this person was actually my guide. I thought this person was trying to tear me down or was trying to make me feel a certain type of way. But the truth was, it was my own insecurities. It was my own issues. It was my own problems. It was my own lack within inside of myself. And now I feel really bad about some of the things I said and some of the things I did when I felt that way, because I feel different now. And now I'm actually realizing that this person is a guide here to awaken me, to actually guide me towards, to empower myself. And now that I see that this person is actually a guide that's trying to, actually, they're realizing that they're seeing a difference between your spiritual purpose and your actual, like, they're like, wow, spiritually this person's actually a guide. They're actually, but I was reacting to their physical form. I was reacting to that, and I wasn't so much seeing like the spiritual truth of who this person was in my life. And this person is realizing that. And now they're kind of like, oh, like, you are actually here improving my life and making my life better, and trying to inspire me to do better and to do greater for myself and to care about myself more. Oh, I feel really bad about saying all those things I said about you. I feel really bad about things that I've done in the past. I feel really bad about things that I said. Yeah, it's something about this, that I'm going back to that gossip. It's the things I said about you, the things the lies that I told you. Maybe this person even like went off on you, and they're just kind of like, I shouldn't have done that, because like I feel like it really affected you, or I feel like it really like brought you down. And at the time, this person was mad and angry, and they wanted to bring you down. And now they're reflecting on that, and they're like, really, I shouldn't have said that, because you didn't deserve that. And actually, I see now, I'm starting to see that you were just trying to live your own life, and that you were trying to find your happiness, and that you were trying to, just be your best. It really wasn't about you. It really was about me. But I still did the things and said the things that I did. And oh, I'm sorry. I feel really kind of bad about that. Like, oh, yeah, this person's starting to feel a type of way about how they reacted in the past towards you. Um, yeah. So these cards over here, which have remained down, face down, is, wasn't it how you're viewing this person in this situation? Yes. Okay, so how you're viewing this person in this situation. Okay, you're viewing it a lot more lighter, I feel like. It could be because you're removing yourself from the situation a little bit more. Networker and rebel. How you're viewing this person. I feel like you're really putting a lot of emphasis on the communication between you and this person. The energy exchange between you and this person. I'm feeling this like energetic energy exchange between you and this person. Networker light attributes enhances unity through the sharing of information and genders social awareness and empathy. Yeah. So I feel like you are thoroughly in the sense of seeing like, okay, this person was a karmic, or this person was here teaching me a karmic lesson. It really wasn't about them. It was always about me. It was about my attachment styles and my codependency to them, and how I felt about myself and how they felt about me, searching for external validation, and that sort of type of thing, that I feel like you're looking at this person as in like, wow, Spirit was really using this person to really communicate a lot to me. I'm not really resonating. Okay, I'm not going to read it then. I'm not really resonating with the shadow attributes of the networker. So, but I'm going to read both the light and the dark and the shadow attributes of the rebel card though. Light attributes challenges authority to affect social change, reject spiritual systems that do not serve your inner needs. Yeah, so I definitely feel like you are closer to the process of realizing of the realization of who this person is. I think you're firmly in like, yeah, I know what was. I've been knowed all of this. Um, yeah, I've been known what my purpose was in this person's life. And I feel too like you are also recognizing that this person is talking to their spirit guides, that they are getting this information through you, that you're channeled for this person or something like that from the universe, from their spirit guides, that you're awakening their ability to connect to their higher selves and things like that. And I definitely feel like you are seeing this person as somebody who is also challenging some of your own spiritual beliefs, and how maybe perhaps you could have been too in a box with your own spiritual beliefs or your own beliefs about things. And this person coming in was here to kind of shake up that box and realize that you needed to expand your box a little bit too. Not only did this person need to obviously expand their box, but you obviously needed to expand yours too. Is what spirits say, in a different way than this person. Shadow attributes: rejects a legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. Yeah. So I definitely feel like you are still kind of looking at this person sometimes in the fact that it's like, you fought me just to fight me, and you didn't need to fight me like that. I was never trying to, I was never trying to make you feel a certain type of way about yourself. I was never trying to make you do that. I was just trying to help you. But if you don't want my help, or if you want to treat me like shit, like, I'm just not, you'll still learn your lesson. But also I feel like you feel like this person, you're identifying this person has like some authority issues, has like some anger issues that I feel like really could be contributing to you wanting you to put some distance in between yourself and this person. But I feel like there is still a lot of energetic exchange between you and this person, even if there's not a lot of physical, like actually talking and exchanging. All right, and now let's see the divine truth of this situation. 5111. So I definitely feel like the two of you manifested each other into your lives in this lifetime to promote this internal change within each other, right? Because hero, heroine, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So just period. You and this person are both on this journey of personal empowerment. You're both on this journey to meet at the top, to meet at the mountain, to elevate yourself, to come to a new level of spiritual awareness. And I definitely feel like it's highlighting this false sense of heroism, or this false sense of feeling like you're above people or you're better than people, and escapism, right? Both of the types that I was talking about earlier is a form of escapism, because I want to, and it's also a form of wanting to take back control. Both of the attachment styles that I was talking about. I felt like I was out of control. I felt like I couldn't control the love or the authority that I had over myself in my past. And so I developed this sense of control, in the sense of I attached to other people for support, or I detach from everyone very quickly, in a sense of protecting myself. And I feel like this relationship was here to expose this false sense of heroism, or this false sense of feeling like you're above or you're better than other people because of the way that you feel about yourselves, or what you're experiencing or what you're doing, as well as highlighting this form of escapism. It's like you're running away. You don't want to face your issues. And it's like, and you think you're better than everybody because you are facing your issues. Yeah. Both of you are learning some really good lessons here in this relationship. Artist, expressing a dimension, light attributes, expression of dimension of light that is just of life, excuse me, that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So I definitely feel like the two of you were definitely a part of each other's awakening journey, as to seeing the symbols of what people, what relationships, how people act, how people, what our relationships mean to our spiritual journey, to us in general. Like I've been talking about, about how the exterior reflects the interior. And I definitely feel like spirit has kind of been using these other people, using the both of you in each other's lives to symbolize the growth that was needed in each of you, right? To inspire the growth that was needed to happen within each of you. Yeah. Shadow attributes, using talent, and within that I'm also getting the sense of the both of you feeling like the relationship will never be the same that it was, but it could grow into something else. But it's kind of this in between time between you and this person of Am I healed enough? Is this person healed enough for us to come back together? It's question marks on both sides. I feel like that energy is very much so being like reflected back to each other. Like, I realize the relationship can never be what it was before, um, especially for the toxic parts of the relationship. Have we both grown enough to come back together in a positive, high vibrational way? I feel like some of you are kind of feeling like maybe not right now, maybe in the future, but regardless, I feel blessed for having come upon this relationship. Shadow attributes: using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the starving artist to elicit pity. So I definitely feel like the both of you should watch out with any kind of victim mentality that you might have had from within you, as well as using your powers of persuasion, or using your powers of discernment that you are gathering here. Both of you are learning how to not use that, to not weaponize that against other people. It's kind of the sense of, I'm awake and you're not. I'm a follower, and or you're a follower, I'm a leader. It's this kind of sense of, because sometimes in the spiritual community, when we start to awaken, we can start to feel like we're better than other people, or, like, I'm awake and they're not. They're still in the matrix, and I see the real truth. And that can happen. And spirit wants to really promote more people having a spirit of empathy and understanding to other people that have not gone through the spiritual awakening journey that you have. Because at one point, I'm sure there were other people in your life that were more awakened or could see things better than you, and you still, and you weren't at the place where it was time for you to awaken, or it was time for you to see beyond your karma or your trauma. And I'm sure you didn't like it if or when those people ever made you feel like you were less than because you weren't on the same path or weren't at the same place in your path as they are. So spirit wants to definitely use this relationship and use this interaction and this situation that happened between you and this person as a way to make both of you kind of like hard reset. That kind of sense of, oh, I need to be more aware of how I feel about people. I need to be more aware of comparing myself to other people, and I need to be aware of the fact that just because I am bringing my power back into myself, I do not need to turn into the type of person that judges other people who have not empowered themselves, right? Have more unconditional love and more empathy for people around you who are not as awakened, or who are not as empowered, or who are not as healed as you are. Yeah. Be this healing light to other people. Be this healing example to other people. Yeah, this is a lesson of emotional maturity that I feel like, and there's a big sense of forgiveness here as well. Teaching, like, learning a big lesson of forgiveness, and learning a lesson of, before I go telling other people they need to grow up or let me go handle my business first before I start judging other people. And the more I handle my business, the less I'm going to judge other people, because the more I see those issues and my problems with myself, I'm going to be more so like, where do I get off, or where does my place in telling that person you're wrong? Because at some point I used to think the same way, or I used to view the same way, that doesn't mean that we can't expect more, that we can't expect people to heal. We just need to be understanding of their difference in timing of their healing journey. Yeah. Yeah, there is also this sense of defending and standing 10 toes down, and your choices and your journey and the possibilities, right? I can stay on this path that I was on, or I can choose a new cycle, and I should stand up for that cycle. When I choose that cycle, I should stand 10 toes down in the choices that I made, and in my journey, regardless of how other people feel about it, right? Regardless of how other people think about it. My healing is my healing. It's my own. It's my own journey. Yeah, this is a big energy of releasing a lot of this pent up anger and energy. And this is a big release energy here. Big release energy. So in general, no matter how Yeah, it's about you walking away from things that no longer serve you. Exactly. Go in hermit mode for both of you so that you can really walk away from this isolation, from this depression, from these regrets, from these pains from your past. And you can really, you don't have to be so secretive. You don't have to be so, I don't see it, escapism, it's not there. You can turn around and face it. And there is an awakening here that was meant to happen between you and this person with the lover cards here. You and this person are definitely soulmates, right? You're definitely soul family here. Some of you might even want to identify yourself as with this person as possibly a twin flame, or possibly, because twin flames don't ever always have to be lovers. In the community, in the spiritual community, there is this romanticization of twin flames. You don't have to be lovers to be twin flames. Somebody can manifest as your twin flame, and they can be your brother, they can be your sister, they can be your mom, they can be your child, they could be your best friend. They could be the person that lives down the street. They don't have to be your lover. And in fact, me and my twin flame, we've been many things to each other. You know, I've been their child, I've been their mother, I've been their twin sister, I've been, we have been lovers in the past too, but we've been many things to each other, because there is many forms of love that you need to learn to have for there's many forms of unconditional love that you need to learn to have. And in the end, that's what the twin flame journey is about learning to empower yourself, to heal yourself, to have these triggering energies that cause you to spiritually enlighten yourself, and to learn more about having self-love and love for other people, and thus having love for other people as well. Okay. Yeah, this is about awakening. This is about, wow, this, I was just about to say, if the freaking Emperor, because the Empress is here, there is definitely a nurturing and a beginning. Oh, and a blessed brand new beginning that's happening here. Okay. Wow. There is this beautiful nurturing and growth energy that's happening here. And they're showing me in my mind's eye the Seven of Pentacles, where it's kind of like seeds are being planted to birth new versions of yourself, right? Both of you are in this Empress energy, in the sense of birthing brand new beginnings and birthing brand new energies within your feminine and your masculine energy within the two of you, right? New, passionate, loving beginnings. Whether or not you continue to be in each other's lives or you don't, right? There is this new beginning where both of you are being birthed anew. That's gorgeous. I love that, right? Like I said earlier, this is about your awakening, your lessons, awakening to the lessons that God has for you. And then again, there are the two of you again, there, learning these lessons here that spirit, God, universe, whatever higher source that you want to talk about, right? However, whatever name you want to give it. Wow. And this is definitely about the two of you both finding your stability. This is gorgeous. What flew on the floor? Yes, the four of cups, right? Denying these new beginnings, denying how you really feel, denying how, feeling left out, feeling isolated away. No more. Right? That's why that's flying out of the spread. Beautiful. Definitely. The two of you are definitely soulmates in a sense to each other. Soul family. This is soul family work. This is what our soul family does, and a lot of times too, karmics are part of our soul family too. Not everybody in our soul family is going to come in a loving, peaceful body. Like sometimes, and it's not always going to stay that, it's not always going to be my best friend, it's not always going to be like that. Relationships look many different ways, right? Yeah. I definitely feel like there's a lot of information really quickly coming in for both of you. Life is going to be changing and evolving very quickly for both you and the soulmate energy for you. And like I said, I definitely feel like, yeah, there is this sense of fighting for this realization to come about. There is a sense of fighting for your happiness, right? And I definitely feel like with the Knight of Swords coming out and then the Knight of Pentacles coming out, like I said earlier, I feel like for one person things are moving a lot faster, for another person things are moving a little bit slower. But that's okay, because we're all on different timelines. We're all on different parts of our journey. Yeah. This might have been causing this kind of back and forth kind of chaotic energy. But the five of I almost called it five of swords. The five of wands here doesn't have as much of this like nasty like fighting energy here. It's kind of like this energetic exchange that's happening between you and this person. It's causing a lot of movement to happen here. It's almost like movement is coming, like this fighting, this back and forth, this energy of triggering each other and doing this is here to highlight Eight of Swords, the way that you were holding yourselves back, right? How your mental process and how you thought about yourself and other people and how you were being informed by your trauma from your past, it's really kind of bringing this, stirring it up, changing the pot, changing it all up, triggering each other, making each other feel it so that you can heal it, right? As they say, right? Feel it to heal it. Yeah. And that's where this happiness, this overall happiness, is going to come in these lessons that you're being awakened to. Again, I halved right here on this energy again. Beautiful. Gorgeous energy here. Wow. The amazing lessons that you guys are learning here from each other. They might feel heavy. I definitely feel like they feel hard. They feel heavy, but you're going to feel unburdened, right? It's like it's enlightening you to it's gaining enlightenment to the burdens that have really been weighing you down in the past. And sometimes, unfortunately, we can project the pain that those burdens bring up onto the people who draw our attention to it. It's like the whole "don't shoot the messenger" energy, right? It's the whole like, "Hey, I'm just here to trigger you. I'm just here to wake you up. I'm just here to show you you don't got to be mad at me." But it's like, "No, I'm mad at you because it's easier to be mad at you than it is to be mad at myself, than it is to be mad at my parents, than it is to be mad about my own choices and how my own choices and my own actions have really left me to, got me to the place where I am now. It's easier to be mad at you than it is to turn inside and internally, you know, pay attention and not escape away from these burdens that I've been turning a blind eye to." But it's like, hey, no more turning a blind eye to each other. It's mirroring energy. It's, hey, I'm going to be a mirror to you and I'm going to show you all the things about you that need to heal. And that can really make us be very defensive. It can make us feel very much so like, F you, you're the problem. But that's not really what it's about. Right? Yeah. Hello. New cycles for marrying that energy, finding that grounded, marrying energy within inside each other. And also, this is also, again, like I said, balancing out the feminine and masculine energy within both of yourselves, right? 100%, right? Brand new beginnings in both your feminine and your masculine energies. 100%. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love this. I love this for you guys. And I'm sure that this process didn't feel that good, right? But there's always a burden that comes from birthing something new into this earth, right? Birthing a new self into being. There's labor pains, right? There's growing pains. There's labor pains. There's getting accustomed to being, it's a whole process. It's never, the death process is never like an easy thing, and neither is the rebirth process, right? But at the end of the day, there's that energy, right? The energy this person felt like they were lacking, there it is, right? That balance, right? That balance of finding that place that feels like home within yourself. And also, of course, the Four of Wands is also the 1111 twin flame card as well. So if some of you have felt like a person that is a friend that you don't have romantic feelings for could be your twin flame, 100%. That can 100% be it. Okay? So don't let the fear and anxiety of the way this spiritual community, the tarot community, can make you feel like it only has to be a certain type of way. Nah. Nah. In spirits, in God's infinite plan, there are many different variables and things will be shown to us in many different ways, in many different vessels, to expand our mind, in ways that we could never, truly understand, have the grasp to really understand, because in God's infinite wisdom and their infinite perspective that they have, that we, as us having a human a human experience, don't have. We can catch a little glimpse of it every once in a while and be like, wow, wow, my mind. I just heard that Willow Smith song. Um, it's just a part of the song where it's like, I think I left my consciousness in the sixth dimension. Yeah. So, is there something else here, Spirit? No. Yeah. So there is higher dimensional energy that's happening here, higher dimensional energy exchange that's happening here between you and this person. Definitely, this person could also be, if you believe in star seeds, this person could be a part of your star family, your soul family, your star family, all of those things. I definitely feel like you and this person definitely have experienced a lot. If you believe in that, I definitely think that you and this person have experienced a lot of past life energy between the two of you. Yeah. I think a lot of different realizations is happening here between you and this person. Yeah, there could be, yeah, this person could, I think very soon, I feel like both of you are realizing what kind of mask that you were wearing, um, not only in this relationship, but just in general. And it's really pointing out some of the, like, the lusty, childish kind of energies that you both had within each other, and towards each other. It's this devil energy the two of you had towards each other that needed to be focused on, that needed to be healed, that needed to be elevated, meditate, that needed to be balanced out. They're building themselves. I feel like both of you are building yourselves in this relationship to something different. Yeah, but there, no, I'm not tapping into that energy. Let it go. Let it go, because there's another energy trying to pop up here. There's another energy trying to pop up here. There's this, like, confusion, like, third party exterior energy that could be trying to work its way. And it's really giving me this kind of like devil, like negative influence kind of energy. Jealousy. All of the anger that you had towards each other was not really anger that you had towards each other. One or both of you also had people whispering in your ear to actually drive the two of you apart. Mm-hmm. This person, spirit, spirit stop, because this person is showing me who I do identify with this reading right here, and spirit is showing me who the person is, because I know who they are, who this third party really negative influence was on this person. And it's because that person is very jealous and envious of you, collective, which is why the second this person was like, maybe I don't like collective anymore, they were like, yes, you shouldn't want collective, you shouldn't want to be with collective, F collective, they're a terrible person, they're a bad person. There is this really weird, like, lusty mind game sexual energy here that's kind of a negative influence here over this relationship trying to come back together. Yeah, this is actually a long-term relationship that you have with this person, but there's some weird, lusty, kind of negative devil energy here that I feel like is just some complicated drama mess. That in this person influencing your friend to be angrier at you or to be madder at you is this person wanting to tear you down, collective. So if this person went to somebody and they complained about your friendship or about who you are or about what you did, this person would always very much so negatively influence this person to see you as a very bad person, to see you as an evil person, or to see you as a person. Yeah, no, that person, it's not the person that would give them advice like, hey, you seem like you're really involved in this, maybe you should step back, just take some time, it's okay, I'm sure you guys will work it out. That's not who this person was. This person was an energy of meddling. This person was an energy of, I don't like collective, so I don't want you to like collective either. This is my chance. I'm getting this energy of, this is my chance to turn these two people away from each other because they're too strong. They're too high vibrational. They're helping each other grow and change too much. I want This person wanted your friend to stay the same. They did not want them to change. They did not want them to evolve. They did not want them to feel better about themselves because in keeping your friend small, it allowed them to have a sense of control over this person, or to use this person in the way that they feel. They felt like, oh, if this person evolved and this person found out their worth, they wouldn't want me in their life, or they wouldn't be useful to me anymore. They wouldn't watch my kids anymore. Um, yeah. Wow. Jealousy is a hell of a drug, dude. Jealousy is a hell of a drug. Accountability. I feel like this person also influenced your friend to not take accountability. I feel like you both could have had these people. You both could have had these people on both of you. And it's definitely, if you believe in spiritual warfare and things like that, that's definitely devil energy trying to keep the two of you apart, because the two of you being together means spiritual evolution, which means both of you stepping into your path, which means both of you bringing more light into the world, both of you being better people, and that same sense of, well, if you feel better, it makes me feel worse about myself. So the both of you also had these negative influences that were like, no, the two of you make each other grow, the two of you make each other change. No, 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 you shouldn't be in each other's lives, you should run the other way, you should do this. But it's not giving me a very big sense of like consciously, understanding the spiritual significance to your relationship. It just gives me an opportunity, like, oh, this is my opportunity to turn them away from this person. They want to call you the B word so bad. They're like, I hate this B. This could be somebody that feels very insecure within their own relationship, because they could feel like an option in their own marriage. But that sucks. They could be married to a liar. That really sucks. It really does. I feel sad. I feel sad for that person if they really feel that way. Because they don't deserve to feel that way. They don't deserve to have a partner that makes them feel that way. But they damn sure don't deserve to project their insecurities within their relationship onto you or onto this person. Yeah. I really think this person really presented themselves as a friend that was here to help. Like, but spirit, like I said, spirit is promoting betrayal. That was a betrayal. Spirit, I definitely feel like this person was promoting a spirit of betrayal energy. Like you should betray this person. Yeah, yeah. You know what? Yeah, you should. Yeah, yeah. You shouldn't keep this person secret. Yeah, you should do that. Yeah, you should hate this person. Yeah, they're crazy. Yeah, they're this. Yeah, they're that. It's like, yeah, it's like, instead of promoting you to be healthy, it's promoting you to be unhealthy. It's like, match my energy. I would handle things in this toxic way, so you should handle things in this toxic way. Because when you don't handle things in this toxic way, it reflects badly on me. It makes me realize that I'm toxic. It makes me realize that, that I shouldn't. That I shouldn't act the way that I act, or feel the way that I feel. But the more I influence more people around me to be toxic, or to have a toxic mindset, the better I feel about myself. And I feel like both of you could have had people. And I mean, and at the end of the day, you're your own person. It is up to you to learn that sometimes, don't take your relationship problems to other people, because they're not going to influence you in the most high vibrational way, you know? Which, I'm not saying don't ever like talk to other people, or don't ever get other people's opinions, but you should be aware of the people that you're going to. And this is just an example of you fostering good, positive people around you, people that have good positive relationships, people that are high vibrational. This is giving me this like sick, kind of like sickly vibe. I don't like it. Ugh. No, I'm not intimidated. Why do I hear that? Are you intimidated by this person? No, I'm not intimidated by this person. I just don't like tapping into their energy. Because it's like, ugh, gives me the heebie-jeebies. Yeah. In the sense that me and this person's vibe, we just don't vibrate. And I'm fine with that. Hesitation mask. Yeah. So there is a sense here of this person influencing your friend or influencing your person to hesitate taking that mask off, right? Even maybe even influencing or making their trust issues even worse, right? Because I feel like this person has, again, it's third party energies on the outside influencing the both of you to stay the way that you are and to not change, to not grow. It's just a part of the awakening process. As you wake up, you're going to realize that there are people around you that really like you to stay the way that you are, because they don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you do better because they feel like they're not growing and they're not doing better. And if we feel that way about ourselves, what is it? Our exterior is going to reflect that interior. And because both of you were dealing with the issues, okay, we're dealing with the issues of having that negative energy within you, your friends and family members and people that you went to for advice reflected that back to you. Okay, that's enough of talking about that. But some of you were wondering, like, did this person, yes, this person also had people whispering in their ear to not be your friend, to betray you, trying to push them in the sense of not trusting you or not betraying you, or, it's just further lessons in this journey between the two of you. So yeah, so this was really, this does not have to be twin flame energy, but it is resonating a lot with marrying the twin flame journey, at least, or marrying this very high vibrational spiritual journey. But I definitely feel like in this instance, the two of you were learning karmic lessons from each other. It is also a situation here where like a soulmate could have, or yeah, because Spirit is telling me like soulmates can turn into karmics, or karmics can turn into soulmates if the two of you learn and grow. And it's possible that you could not come back into contact with each other and just feel like that being in separation with each other is the best thing to do for each other to grow in opposite directions. That's fine. Or you might feel at some point where you feel comfortable with coming back into this person's life, or allowing them back into your life and, creating something new. But either way, the both of you are creating and fostering something new within yourselves. You're birthing new versions of yourselves into reality. Good for y'all. Good for y'all, okay? Like, good for y'all. Good for you, okay? That's it. I'm not, as usual, my spirit guides can just keep talking and keep going and keep going. We're not going to keep diving and diving and diving into this energy, because I could just keep going on and on and on and talking about it, because there's always something more to say about it, okay? Yeah, but I hope this brought some love, light, and clarity to your situation that you were looking for, okay, my love? Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really appreciate you guys, okay? If you liked the content, give it a like, okay? Let me know if this resonated for you down in the comment section down below, all right? If you feel guided to watch any of my other readings, please do so. Or if you feel guided to reach out to me to get a personal reading from me, my contact information is in the description box down below, okay? Thank you guys so very much, as always, all right? And I will see you in the next one, lovelies, okay? Bye!